Thanks for tuning in to the CMU Student Spotlight show on the Ignite podcast. This week I got to talk to Allison Biss, a Central Michigan University student and a member of the Ignite Donuts team. We talked about how her participation with Ignite Donuts and other registered student organizations on campus were helping her achieve her future goals. Without any further delay, let's jump right in. The Ignite podcast, inspiring entrepreneurship for today and for tomorrow. Hi, Allison. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so let's just start out. Tell us a little about yourself, what you're studying, what year you are, and whatever else you think is important.
So I'm a junior at CMU studying broadcast and cinematic arts and minoring in multimedia design. I came to CMU just to experience the broadcasting program because I heard it was one of the best in the state. And I really enjoyed just learning about broadcasting and meeting friends along the way.
Right, so you're a broadcasting major. What's your end goal? What would be like your dream job or a career field you'd like to go on? Because I think the broadcasting school here is pretty broad. I'm a minor in broadcasting, so it's pretty broad. What would you like to do with a degree?
I'm not exactly sure. I know I love music and I love media, so something that I could combine both with would be an amazing end result. Maybe looking towards radio right now, but I still have to decide.
That's awesome. So going on the radio, are you part of any RSOs? I know the school registered student organizations. I know the School of Broadcasting really pushes those extracurriculars like the radio stations. Are you part of any of those?
Yeah, so currently I'm on a few different staffs at WMHW, 91.5 The Mountain. So I'm on social media staff, the programming staff. So we kind of look at who goes on air and what programs we can put together. I'm on the promotion staff. So making little station imaging and promos for the radio stations. Then I'm also on music staff, so I get to help pick some music that goes on air.
Oh, wow. You're very heavily involved with The Mountain, right? Not the other one. The other one's 101 The Beat, right? So
yeah, I mean, some of the stuff I do corresponds with both, but more heavily in The Mountain than 101.1.
That's awesome. So how has what you've learned in your classes kind of transferred to what you've done in the radio station or vice versa? Has it kind of helped you, or, are they pretty separate?
Yeah, I definitely think they can be together and separate. They start you off training at the radio station if you have no experience, but it's nice. I've had a couple of audio classes, so a regular audio production class and then advanced audio production. So learning how to edit audio and kind of put like EQs and filters and stuff on it. So it's definitely helped in class learning what to do with the radio station, but also like they've helped me on their own too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. I think being a part of an organization like that is really great. It takes what you've learned and kind of applies it. Maybe gives it more context too, because I remember I've taken basic audio production, and the first thing you do in that class is, at least when I did it, was the live radio part. And you're like, why do I have to do this? This is stupid. I don't like this. But, if you're in the actual radio setting, I think it makes a lot more sense. So that's really awesome. You're really heavily involved with the radio station here on campus. And then you're also involved with Ignite Donuts. So tell us about your role with Ignite Donuts.
Yeah, so I'm the campus coordinator. So I help a little bit with social media, putting on content on social media. And then I also work to recruit people on campus or people around the Mount Pleasant community to get involved with Ignite Donuts.
That's awesome. Yeah, let's talk about that. Recruiting people to help with Ignite Donuts. Like, what's the goal? What are you looking for, people-wise? How do you reach out to people? I'm actually curious. What methods are you using? Because
well, really, there's no specific set of people we're looking for. I mean, obviously, we want to get to know students, but anybody that wants to get involved, we're happy to involve. And we like reaching out to them through social media. So if we post kind of like a poll or if somebody comments or something, we like to strike up that conversation, whether it be through direct messages or just through the comment section, and just kind of reaching out and finding students or just people in general that are interested.
Absolutely. Yeah. And like you said, too, you post social media for Ignite Donuts. Have you used the skill? So I guess you also do social media for the radio station, right?
Just starting that, yeah. So I haven't really worked on it yet, but yeah.
Got it. So do you think the social media you do at Ignite Donuts is kind of complementing like your skill set that you're learning at Ignite Donuts, is that complementing what you're doing at the radio station, or is it kind of vice versa, or they just kind of work together, or
I think it's definitely helping. I've learned a little bit about social media just from my own usage, but it's
Absolutely.
nice to kind of know like the back end, the business end. So looking at analytics and kind of seeing what works and what doesn't. And I think what I learned from Ignite can be applied to what I would do at the radio station.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It's cool to hear about your. So, are you a musician, or do you just like editing music?
Well, I like to sing. I don't know that I'd call
You like to
myself a
sing? Awesome.
musician, but
Do you
I
think
like
you're gonna
editing
try
music
to
too.
like publish the music, or
That would be a goal. I think
that
there's
would be a
still a lot
goal. So
of
that is a goal.
there's still a lot of work to do before I would do that, but I think it'd be
Of
really cool.
course. Yeah, that would be really good. So it's cool that that might seem like a far-fetched dream, but I think it's very plausible. I think you're going down the right path with broadcasting and the music and the radio station. That's really, really cool. And I hope your experience with Ignite Donuts, can help you do that. So
Great.
that's awesome, Allison. Is there anything else you want to talk about before we go?
I think that's it.
That's it. Fire up ships.
Fire up, everyone.
All right. Thank you, Allison. It's been great talking with you.
Thank you.
You made it to the end. Thanks so much for watching and listening. If you like what you heard, be sure to follow Ignite Donuts on social media. Thanks again for watching and supporting the show.